afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Live at 4 on this Tuesday.
Yes.
Fake Monday. You worked yesterday, so this is Tuesday.
I know, but we're going to be balled up all week. That always happens on a holiday week. Happy June, everybody. It's June 1st, and welcome back.
Good, and welcome back to you, too.
Yeah.
Thanks to Charlotte and Brady for helping out on Fridays.
That's right, yeah.
Unusual. We're both off at the same time, but
now we're back.
We're back.
Yes.
Ready to go. A new month. Top of the news today. It's been 4 years since the Didion explosion, but the company still hasn't paid over $1 million in fines. Investigative reporter Naomi Coles tells us why not.
It is June 1st, and that means today is the first day of Pride Month. This afternoon, the Pride flag is flying high over the state capitol.
And the city of Monona has a new fire chief, where he comes from, and some of his goals. That's coming up. But first, let's take a look outside. Beautiful day today.
Oh, just warmer. Right on cue.
Just perfect. Not a lot of humidity. Cruise. This must be the...
That's the Camp Randall Rowing Club.
Because you guys are done.
We're all done for the season. Those are high school kids out on the water.
Matthew, your son had his last meet over the weekend.
At the national championships over the weekend in New Jersey.
Got a bronze?
And that's it. I mean, that's the end of 4 years went by fast, but that's where it all started.
Very good.
Right there at Camp Randall.
Yep.
Great. Look at how the lake is like a sheet of glass today.
It's perfect out there. June, right on schedule, the weather words, and right on schedule. Dana's in the backyard to tell us it is going to get hot.
It is going to get quite warm by the end of the week, yes. So summer just really ramping up for us for the kickoff of June. Today, nice and sunny outside. A few clouds in the sky right now, but otherwise quite pleasant. Temperatures currently pretty close to average. We're in the mid-70s with dew points in the 40s and a light breeze coming through. So again, a really nice afternoon. 77 right now in Janesville and in Mineral Point. 74 currently in Platteville. Compared to this time yesterday, we are just a few degrees warmer outside. Not a huge jump, though. Of course, stoplight track is nice and quiet. It's going to stay quiet overnight. And for tomorrow, we'll have a few days with some nice calm weather. Tomorrow, plan on partly sunny skies. Another very mild day with temperatures climbing up just a little bit more. We'll be close to 80 degrees for your Wednesday. By the end of the week, we'll start to climb to the top end of the 80s, but we will take a closer look at your full 10-day in just a few minutes. Right now on the roads, it does look like we do have a few stop-and-go spots westbound along the Beltline and 151 right now. Also seeing a few slowdown spots, but no accidents to report for us in Dane County. The interstate north and southbound looking quite smooth. I think the weekend travel over now because we were seeing significant delays yesterday and Friday along the interstate. Overall drive times from Janesville to the Beltline should be pretty close to average, with the northbound side of 3990 looking smooth for us this evening. Again, we'll take a closer look at your full 10-day in just a few minutes.
All right, Dana, thank you.
Top of the news today. 4 years ago, we watched first responders rush to the Didion corn milling plant responding to reports of an explosion.
We waited with the Cambria community as crews searched the property for missing employees. 5 people died as a result of the dust-related explosion, and 14 others were hurt.
Didion still has not paid a $1.8 million federal fine. Investigative reporter Naomi Coles is here to explain. Naomi?
Didion appealed the fines back in 2017, saying at the time that they didn't agree with the violation categories and they expected the appeal to take about a year. Well, 4 years later, they still haven't paid anything, and the case is still under review. A federal investigation separate from OSHA is also still active in the case and hasn't yet produced a final report. In a study that's part of the investigation released last fall, the board said that at Didion and other companies with fatalities, widespread industry complacency about dust-related hazards remains a top roadblock for preventing future issues. They quoted one industry leader who said, quote, dust is looked at like spending money on garbage. Now, I asked Didion today about when they plan to pay their fines or finish their appeal. Didion continues to remember and honor the team members lost and injured in the 2017 incident. A spokesperson told me, we are unable to comment on ongoing legal proceedings and continue to work cooperatively with OSHA to resolve this matter, end quote. Now, you can check online right now for more information about that ongoing federal investigation into dust hazards nationwide.
Naomi, thank you. For the third consecutive year, Governor Evers marked the start of Pride Month by raising the Pride flag at the state capitol. He also signed a few executive orders authorizing other state buildings to raise the Pride flag as well. The governor is also directing state agencies to use gender-neutral language when possible.
I think that raising like the pride flag, like it would be like it's great. It's a step towards accepting people And, it's one step, but, the more steps we have, the more closer we are to being more accepting of each other and not tearing each other apart over silly things.
The pride flag will fly over the east entrance of the Capitol throughout the month of June, and it will not interfere with any of the other flags.
Wanakee is showing support for the LGBTQ community as well.
Our Jamie Perez tells us why the village board unanimously approved flying the pride flag this month.
Here at the Wanakee Public Library is just one of 3 places that they are flying the pride flag this month. This was voted on unanimously by the Wanakee Village Board last month to make a visible effort that they're welcoming everyone. The board member who introduced it said with the number of discriminatory issues that have happened in Wanakee over the last year, they wanted to be better and show their support for the LGBTQ community.
Wanakee, especially given events that have happened over the last year, the students yelling the N-word out of their vehicles, anti-Semitic letter being sent to a village board candidate. I think it's important, especially given our reputation that we've heard of as Whitekey. I think it's important that we go the extra mile to break that stigmatism that we are striving to be an inclusive and accepting community.
The resolution they passed only applies for this year. Sam Kaufman said he hopes they can introduce another resolution that will allow the flag to be flown every year from here on out. Now, at the meeting where this effort was approved, there was a local physician who talked about why he supports it. So coming up tonight at 6, we're going to hear what he's been noticing in his LGBTQ patients, plus how you can be an advocate.
Jamie, I'll see you then. President Biden is in Tulsa, Oklahoma this afternoon to mark 100 years since the Tulsa Race Massacre. It's one of the nation's darkest moments of racial violence. Hundreds
of Black Americans died in the massacre, and the center of Tulsa's Black Commerce District, known as Black Wall Street, was destroyed. Danya Backus reports from Tulsa.
President Biden is visiting Tulsa today to remember and honor the victims of the race massacre that began 100 years ago Monday.
To all the descendants of those who suffered, to this community, that's why we're here, to shine a light, to make sure America knows the story in full.
The president is meeting privately with survivors, all of whom are more than 100 years old. Mr. Biden is also touring the Greenwood Cultural Center, outlining plans to confront systemic racism, narrow the wealth gap between blacks and whites, and help communities of color across the U.S. by reinvesting in underserved communities. The Tulsa Race Massacre is one of the worst chapters of racial violence in U.S. history. It's been largely forgotten, hushed for decades until fairly recently. Mr. Biden is the first sitting president to travel here to honor its victims. The violence erupted after a black man was accused of assaulting a white woman. A white mob killed and injured hundreds of black residents in the thriving business district known as Black Wall Street. Thousands of others were forced into internment camps. The mob looted and burned the Greenwood district, destroying more than 1,200 homes and businesses.
Black Wall Street was bustling. The white community was bustling. And then you had this horrific event happen, perpetrated by racism, and it crushed the soul of this city.
Today, 100 years later, the legacy of Black Wall Street will endure as people come together to remember and make sure an attack like this never happens again. Danya Backus, CBS News, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Survivors of the massacre recently spoke before Congress urging reparations.
Moderna has applied for full FDA approval of its COVID-19 vaccine. Right now, the vaccine is authorized for emergency use in adults. More than 124 million doses of the Moderna vaccine have been administered under that emergency use in the United States alone. Moderna expected to request emergency use approval to use its shot to vaccinate kids between the ages of 12 and 17.
As Americans emerge from pandemic isolation, the U.S. Surgeon General says there is another epidemic that we must address: loneliness. From the pandemic to xenophobia and racial injustice, this past year has been hard. The loneliness epidemic, as some experts call it, was a problem before COVID-19. Now, recent findings suggest that during the pandemic, more than 33% of Americans face serious loneliness. The U.S. Surgeon General, Dr. Vivek Murthy, says our relationships with each other have the power to heal.
That loneliness is that it's linked to not only increases in depression and anxiety, but to shorter lifespans, to an increase in premature death, to increased incidence of dementia, to sleep disturbances, and so many other conditions.
Research shows loneliness can be just as lethal as smoking a dozen cigarettes a day. And people with strong social bonds are 50% less likely to die over a given period of time than those with fewer social connections.
Women across the world have been vocal on social media today, dismissing a new government policy in China on the size of families. China needs more babies. That seems like a strange thing to say, since China is the world's most populous country with 1.4 billion people. But China's population is aging. They expect deaths to outnumber births as soon as next year. Beijing's new policy allows couples to have 3 children, up from 2, but some population experts say it isn't enough.
Unless the government introduces real incentives, providing special allowances to couples who have 3 children, I don't think that Chinese couples are going to have more kids.
In 1980, Beijing embarked on its controversial one-child policy to control its skyrocketing population. Most Chinese citizens appear to have gotten used to it. This week on Chinese social media, memes of triple bunk beds went viral, and this cartoon with a person having to choose between triplets and life.
The city of Monona has a new police chief. Brian Cheney Austin was sworn in as the department's new chief this morning in a ceremony at the Monona Library. He takes over the department after spending much of the past 2 decades with the Madison Police Department.
I'm very much a problem-oriented police officer, and I want to address this as a community and some of the concerns and things that are going well that we can build on that as a community.
The chief may not be the only new face in the department. He says they are also looking to hire more officers.
Well, people are headed back to the movies as the box office had its best weekend in more than a year.
Film critic Will Loper is up next to tell us what drew them in over the weekend. That's when Live at 4 continues. Stay with us.
You're watching News 3 Now, Live at 4.
Attention homeowners, we're looking for 50 homeowners who need a new bath or shower. We want to evaluate our custom bathing solutions in real homes for safety and convenience. Call Wisconsin's #1 remodeler. Mad City Baths is your trusted local source for bathroom updates, from tub to shower conversions to walk-in tubs with easy access designs. We install in as little as 1 day. Be one of 50 homeowners who receive special savings with free installation on a new bath or shower system. 18 months, no payments, no interest financing. We'll take before and after pictures, put a good neighbor sign in your yard, and compensate you for your time. Call during this program for a $50 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call now with zip code and location to qualify. 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
Hi, I'm Coach Jordan with Anytime Fitness, and I've got a question for you. What is your fitness goal? Have you been able to reach it? If not, I've got the perfect solution for you. It's our 6-week Summer Transformation Challenge. During the 6 weeks, you'll receive personal training designed for any fitness level, an easy-to-use meal plan for optimal results, and your very own coach to provide you with the accountability you need. Now is the time. Limited spots are available, so stop by Anytime Fitness to reserve yours today.
About $99 prescription sunglasses. Wisconsin Vision. See more life.
Your heart is at the heart of everything you do. And if you have heart failure, there's a medicine specifically made for heart failure, Entresto. It's a heart failure medicine prescribed by most cardiologists. Entresto was proven superior at helping people stay alive and out of the hospital. Heart failure can change the structure of your heart, so it may not work as well. Entresto helps improve your heart's ability to pump blood to the body. And with a healthier heart, there's no telling where life may take you. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. Don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto for heart failure, and trust your heart to Entresto.
Welcome back. The sports world is examining the role of mental health on athletes this week.
That's after Naomi Osaka withdrew from the French Open this weekend. After being fined $15,000 for skipping her post-win press conference at the French Open, Osaka announced on Twitter she would take time away, citing bouts of depression and anxiety. Tennis legend Billie Jean King tweeted, "The important thing is that we give her the space and time that she needs." And 23-time Grand Slam champion Serena Williams also offered her support.
I feel for Naomi. I feel like I wish I could give her a hug because I know what it's like.
When the 23-year-old tennis champ first skipped out on mandatory press briefings, a wave of other stars and high-ranking tennis officials criticized her decision. Former Australian tennis official Richard Ings called the initial reaction to Osaka's comments appalling, tweeting, "Tennis must do better." Osaka said in a statement, when the time is right, she hopes to work with the tour to make things better for the players, the press, and the fans.
Stocks closed mixed on Wall Street with tech shares under pressure. The Dow Industrials managed a 45-point gain, closing at 34,575. The Nasdaq lost 12. The S&P 500 gave up 2. Well, a lot of us spent Memorial Day weekend enjoying the sunshine.
But with this warm-up on the way, the movie theater might be a good place to cool off. Our Will Loper gives us the inside scoop on what to watch.
Hey, Mark and Susan. It was a great weekend for movie lovers and a very encouraging one for movie theaters. A Quiet Place Part 2 opened only in theaters and outperformed expectations, making $57 million in the 4-day holiday weekend. The horror sequel continues to follow a family, led by Emily Blunt, who are trying to survive against aliens who hunt by sound.
I don't know why you came all the way up here. There's nothing left.
Once again, director John Krasinski, yes, that John Krasinski, ratchets the tension up to 11. This is the rare case of a sequel being just as good as, and in my opinion, even better than the first. A Quiet Place Part 2 is currently only playing in theaters and is definitely worth seeing.
She thought she owned everyone.
It's foolish. Unhinged. Well, you're fired. Why are you speaking?
I think you nicked me.
Also new in theaters, as well as on Disney Plus Premier Access for $30, is Cruella.
I want to make trouble. Will you in?
I do love trouble.
Much like Maleficent, Disney once again is giving a villain a sympathetic backstory. The movie shows Emma Stone as Cruella, actual name Estella, as she grows from child to punk fashion star.
What fun that is.
This ranks among the better of Disney's live-action remakes, and Emma Thompson, as a rival fashion designer, steals every scene she's in and chews up the scenery like it's a helpless martini olive. Cruella is also absolutely worth watching, either in theaters or if you have enough people to make it worth it at home, $30 on Disney+. Over on streaming services, new on Netflix is the film Blue Miracle.
Here's the deal. You and 3 of your least annoying orphans will be on my boat for the competition. When I catch the winning fish, we'll split the earnings. Comprende?
Dennis Quaid stars as a boat captain who reluctantly agrees to help a group of orphans try and win a fishing competition.
I know why my mom left me now.
Oh, God, here we go.
So I could help you win this tournament.
Of course she did.
New on HBO Max is one of the best films of 2020, Kajillionaire.
Most people want to be kajillionaires. That's the dream. That's how they get you hooked. Hooked on sugar, hooked on caffeine. Ha ha ha, cry, cry, cry.
Evan Rachel Wood is part of a family of grifters whose unity is rocked by a fourth person who wants in, played by Gina Rodriguez.
My favorite movies are the Ocean 11 movies. This is exactly the kind of thing that I've been wanting.
Newly arrived on Hulu today is the documentary Changing the Game.
I didn't have the sports to clear my mind. I don't think I would be here today.
I've definitely been bullied by more adults than kids.
The doc tells the stories and challenges of 3 high school trans athletes.
I deserve equal rights and to be a part of everyone else's normal lives.
And coming this Thursday to Apple TV Plus is the series Lisey's Story.
I want a bull hunt. What's a bull hunt? Like a scavenger hunt Scott and his brother made up when they were kids.
Julianne Moore stars in the Stephen King adaptation about a widow who may find herself traveling to a supernatural world.
There's a place. I'll take you there.
For Live at 4, I'm Will Loper.
The hits keep coming, don't
well, I'm
they?
going to be off next week so that I can watch all of that stuff. That all looks great.
It all does.
Except maybe the horror one. I can't do the horror one.
It's getting great reviews, though.
Yeah, I know it is.
Well, did you ever wonder what it would look like to be inside an erupting volcano?
Oh, wonder no more. That incredible video is coming up after Dana's First Warn forecast.
I'm News 3 Now's Josh Spreiter. I'm visiting the people, places, and events that make this area one of a kind. Tell me what inspires you, and it might be featured on News 3 Now this morning.
In the 608, weekdays on News 3 Now this morning.
Downdrans, an old English term meaning afternoon drinking. It's genius. Welcome to Downdrans Distillery, the cocktail garden right here in Cottage Grove. Abby, tell us about the great story of how Downdrans got started.
Sure. So we really wanted to build a space that was family friendly and would support local producers, local growers. And then with Nick and I having a chemical engineering background and Ryan in marketing and graphic design, this is where we are. This is where we ended up at Downdrans Distilling in Cottage Grove.
Lo and behold, a dream came true.
Yes.
You built a beautiful outdoor space, a beautiful tasting room, most of which you did yourselves, which is amazing. But there's a lot of fun that's going to happen out there this coming summer.
Yeah, for sure. There's going to be live music. We support lots of local food trucks, makers markets. We've done some yoga. We're doing some trivia. The important part here is that it's going to be a ton of fun this summer. Definitely recommend checking out Facebook and our website for all the events. It's going to be a ton of fun, and there's cocktails, beer, and soda for everybody. There's something for everybody on the menu.
You had me at cocktails. Cheers to you, Mama. Way to go. Let's throw it over to your husband. He's going to show us how to make some drinks.
My name's Nick. We're going to start off with our Great Hydrator. I think it's a perfect drink for spring and summer. Start off with 1.5 ounces of our new hibiscus liqueur, a 1/2 ounce of our cucumber vodka, a 1/2 ounce of our lemon juice, 1/2 ounce of simple syrup, some blueberry kombucha.
From Downdrans Distilling, I'm Emmy Fink,
and you're buzzed into Madison.
Cheers. Let's drink.
Tired of unsightly mold and mildew in your bath area? Mad City Baths has the solution. Our bath and shower systems are infused with Microban antimicrobial protection for easy cleaning, and we can install your new bath or shower in as little as 1 day.
They're honest with you. They're, very friendly, respectful.
They'll do it 1 day, and it'll be done.
So don't wait. We're looking for 50 homeowners who need a new bath or shower. You'll get special savings with free installation. 18 months, no payments, no interest financing. Let us take pictures before and after, and we'll compensate you for your time. Call during this program to receive a $50 Amazon gift card with estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call now with zip code and location to qualify. 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
Take a look at this. The force is strong with a very unique property for sale in Houston. The 7,000 square foot home is known as the Darth Vader house, and it's easy to see why. The head-turning contemporary home has 4 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, and a 4-car garage, but bargain hunting house hunters don't hold your breath. The asking price for this gem, $4.3 million.
I bet there are a lot of young boys who would love that house, though.
And now from our No Way on God's Green Earth file, we present London's new sky pool.
It is exactly how it sounds. Check it out. Londoners were soaking up the sunshine in an 82-foot-long transparent swimming pool, which is suspended between 2 apartment buildings. The pool appears to float more than 100 feet above the ground. Hailed as a first of its kind, it is the largest acrylic pool structure in the world. Located near the U.S. Embassy in London, the pool is 10 feet deep and takes 99,000 gallons of water to fill it. The pool was built in Colorado before its journey across the pond.
How can it hold all that weight?
I don't know. I'm not an architect. I just think it's cool.
It is very cool, but would you swim in it, Dana?
Absolutely, yeah. I was at the Princeton Club today trying to get some laps in, and there are like some serious regulars there in the morning.
I wouldn't swim near me in that pool because you're going to have a warm spot.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Thankfully, it's summertime, so swimming outside on the lake.
Nice transition there, Dana. Well done. Well done. Keep it moving.
Moving on. Sunshine, warm weather, naturally warm water. All right, we're back after the break.
Milk, 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 yeah. Guzzle milk, drink it all. Make a milk waterfall. Cookie milk, stack it tall. Milk with no rhythm at all. Make you run fast milk. Stay awake in class milk. Pour it by the glass milk. Is that a mustache milk? Boom, 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 base milk. Smile in your face milk. Go for the goal before you know you going all the way milk. Milky high, milky hay. I hope you have a milky day. Live your best life milk. You out this world, Milky Way. Put you on the spot milk. Question, got milk? Show us what you got. Hashtag got milk.
Taco night is heartburn you can plan for, but surprise pizza means heartburn you didn't expect. New Zantac 360 Degrees contains the #1 doctor-recommended medicine approved to both prevent and relieve heartburn and works in as little as 15 minutes. New Zantac 360.
When it comes to the bathroom, the Mad City bathroom, I had to give it a 10.
The shower is great.
And after the finished product, you're like, wow, this is amazing.
Mad City has over 50,000 satisfied customers. In as little as 1 day, we can transform your bathroom with a new walk-in shower, barrier-free shower, or walk-in tub with hydrotherapy. American-made with premium wall patterns like Canyon Slate, Silver White Marble, and more. We have special savings for 50 homeowners who call now. Get free installation on a new bath or shower system. 18 months, no payments, no interest financing. Let us put a good neighbor sign in your yard, and we'll compensate you for your time. Call during this program for a $50 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call now with zip code and location to qualify. 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
I'm so glad you're okay, Sergeant Houston. This is Sam with USAA. Do you see the tow truck?
Yes, thank you. That was fast.
Sergeant Houston never expected this to happen, or that her grandpa's dog tags would be left behind. But that one call got her a tow and rental, paid her claim, and we even pulled a few strings, making it easy to make things right. That's what we're made for. USAA. What you're made of, we're made for. Get a quote today.
A nursing home promises to care for our parents as cherished loved ones. But if your parents have been injured in a nursing home, we can help. Habish, Habish, and Rotier. We fight for what's right.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Well, it is is nice and sunny outside right now. Barely a few clouds in the sky for us. A lot of sunshine coming through. It's been a very warm afternoon also. Very picturesque for us over Madison, and a perfect start to June. Now, June 1st is the start of meteorological summer. And by the middle of the month, we'll kick off the seasonal start for summer, the longest day of the year. Right now, Doppler track, nice and quiet, really a great start to the day. Overnight, we're going to stay nice and quiet, and the same goes for tomorrow. In fact, the only real severe weather that we're looking throughout the Midwest, at the very southern edge of Illinois and Indiana, with some stronger thunderstorms down further south in the Gulf, where they're seeing some heavier rain and thunderstorms passing through right now. That system is going to continue to move northeast, but not quite swinging up enough to bring anything in our direction as we look ahead to the next few days. We're going to again keep that towards the southern edge of the Midwest. Our breeze coming in from the south, so that warmer air has been building in with the sunshine coming through. Temperatures over the next few days really going to climb up for us, and so we're really going to see a warm start to summer for us, warm start to June as we look ahead to the next few days. Just picking up a few more degrees as we work towards the weekend. The warming trend really carrying us through the week into the weekend. It's going to be humid by the weekend. We'll be talking about heat indexes, and of course the focus as we get closer to like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, drinking a lot of water and wearing a lot of sunscreen if you're spending a prolonged period of time outside. For next week, the chance for some showers and thunderstorms starts to build back in for most of the start of next week, but at least for the next few days, we're going to enjoy some drier weather. So those of you with the garden might want to keep an eye on the plants to give them a drink, because we aren't going to see anything falling from the sky until we get into next week. Now, overnight, we'll have partly cloudy skies. It's going to be quite mild outside. Temperatures will only drop to the mid-50s for our overnight lows. By tomorrow afternoon, partly sunny skies with highs close to 80 degrees and a light breeze expected through the afternoon. Early Thursday morning, we're near 60 degrees for overnight lows, so again, a mild start to the day. Afternoon high temperatures creeping into the low 80s, mid to low 80s possible for us on Thursday. So again, that warming trend really picking up. And once we start to get to the mid 80s, heat index readings become more of a factor. If we're in the middle 80s, starts to feel like we're in the upper 80s or even closer to 90 degrees. So again, by the weekend, the humidity will really start to pick up for us. And it looks like this trend is really going to hold on to the middle of the month. Looking at our 6 to 10 day outlook, very likely that our temperatures will continue to trend above average. That carries through into the 8 to 14 day outlook also. So the warmer air really settling in for us. Right now, we're still under a drought status, so talking about a little more rain would be actually some good news for us. But right now, I think we're just going to enjoy the summery trend for the next week, and then the shower chances for heading into the following week. Tomorrow, close to 80 for afternoon highs. Look at a calm breeze expected, partly sunny skies, and very mild for us. This time of year, we should be in the mid-70s, very close to where we're at today, but we're going to add on a few more degrees for tomorrow. And the low 80s on Thursday, Friday, we're near 90 degrees. Again, humidity becoming a factor when we see our temperatures climb that much. Near 90 for Saturday and Sunday also, with mostly sunny skies. Humid conditions for the weekend and the start of next week. We're still near 90 for early Monday. Partly sunny skies on Monday with a slight chance for an isolated shower or thunderstorm developing later in the day. And then as we look ahead to the middle of the following week, as we start to get closer to Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, a system bringing those chance for showers and isolated thunderstorms back into the forecast. That cools us down just a little bit more, back to the mid 80s, but we're still above average. We're still warm outside and certainly still quite humid. When we're in the 80s with the chance for some showers coming through, that certainly means that it's going to feel a little humid outside. Always feels kind of like the sky might bust open at any second when we do have that humidity coming in.
So the average high is
about 76, 75, depending where you're at. So mid to upper 70s over the next week would be a little closer to average, but a lot of pools trying to get open right now. A lot of people out biking with dogs. It's very summery-like for us.
A little early for 90s.
We're swinging all over the place temperature-wise.
Early for 90s. I get a little grumpy when it's in the 90s, so if I come in next week and I'm just like frizzy and sweating, and just let me be,
We'll give you some room.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, thank you, Dana.
A volcano in Iceland is putting on a spectacular show, but one spectator made an expensive mistake by getting too close.
Ian Lee has the story from London.
It's a bird's eye view of Iceland's latest volcano. A drone navigates a river of lava But like Icarus, Chicago YouTuber Joey Helms got too close.
Now, around the volcano where you have the hot gases emitted that cause turbulences all around it and hot rocks raining onto you, flying these things is even more tricky.
He sacrificed his new drone to the lava, but this was the payoff, watching the raw power of Mother Nature. The last time this volcano spewed lava, 800 years ago, not too many people were around to see it. This time, thousands of spectators have witnessed these red-hot rocks. Scientists in Iceland have been tracking what they call a tourist eruption for months. Scientist Sarah Barsodi studies the dangers of getting too close.
And we are having an eruption in a place that is easily reachable by people. So as long as the eruption will keep at this rate and at this level, again, this really might be a long-lasting, enjoyable eruption.
Scientists recently discovered unmapped pockets of magma, meaning more tourists could enjoy more eruptions. But take it from Joey Helms, flying too close could cost you. Ian Lee, CBS News, London.
And Helms says these types of drones, which give a first-person view, are notorious for crashing, but he says it's just part of the hobby. Couple $1,000 right in the middle of a volcano. Well, when's the last time you sharpened your knives? Yeah, we thought so.
Consumer Report shows us why a sharp knife is a must for cutting and safety. That's when Live at 4 continues.
Attention homeowners, we're looking for 50 homeowners whose bath or shower doesn't look so good and won't come clean. Call Mad City Baths now to take your bathroom from outdated to outstanding in as little as 1 day. From walk-in showers to walk-in tubs, backed with a double lifetime labor warranty. So why wait? Time's running out to call. Remember, we have special savings for 50 homeowners. Free installation on a new bath or shower system. 18 months, no payments, no interest financing. We'll take before and after pictures, put a good neighbor sign in your yard, and compensate you for your time. Last chance to call during this program for the $50 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call now with zip code and location to qualify. 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
Erectile dysfunction for men of all ages has become much more common. In fact, most men don't realize that 90% of erectile dysfunction is a direct result of broken down old blood vessels. This causes a lack of blood flow that is critical when achieving an erection. With our state-of-the-art technology, we're able to stimulate new stem cell growth right in our office with no pills, no needles, no surgery, and no pain.
To book your consultation and get back to natural functionability, call Peak Performance for Men today.
People were afraid I was contagious. I felt gross.
It was kind of a shock after I started Cosentyx. 4 years clear.
Real people with psoriasis look and feel better with Cosentyx. Don't use if you're allergic to Cosentyx. Before starting, get checked for tuberculosis. An increased risk of infections and lowered ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor about an infection or symptoms. If your inflammatory bowel disease symptoms develop or worsen, or if you've had a vaccine or plan to, serious allergic reactions may occur. Learn more at Cosentyx.com.
Tonight at 5, the governor is raising the rainbow flag at the state capitol for Pride Month. What some local communities are doing to show support for LGBTQ+. That's at 5.
High temperatures will be in the upper 70s tomorrow, the lower 80s on Thursday, and then around 90 for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. My first warn forecast at 5.
And then at 6, state COVID hospitalizations, the lowest they've been since the start of the pandemic, and coronavirus operations preparing to wrap up at the Alliant Energy Center.
Here's a live look at downtown Madison on this perfect Late spring day, 70 degrees, low humidity. It's nice.
Happy June.
Happy June. You use them every day, but chances are they don't get the TLC they need. We're talking about kitchen knives.
If yours haven't been sharpened in the past few months, you're probably cutting or trying to cut with a dull knife.
That's not only frustrating, but also dangerous. Leah Lynchide and Consumer Reports reveal the tools you need to keep your knives slicing and dicing for years to come.
Harper Keene owns a mobile knife sharpening business and says if you want your knives to last for years, sharpen them regularly, at least every 6 months.
I mean, obviously I'm biased and I would say take it to your local knife sharpener, but actually, no, I think go for it. It can be fun. It can be satisfying. Just start with a knife that you don't care about very much.
If you're up to the challenge, Consumer Reports says you have several options.
For an occasional cook, a handheld knife sharpener like this one is a fast, easy, and inexpensive way to sharpen your knives.
Pull-through sharpeners typically cost between $5 to $50.
Start right at the base of the knife near its bolster in this case and pull all the way through to the tip of the knife. Once you've made a few passes on the coarse setting, you want to progress over to the finer setting to polish the edge.
There are also some sharpening stones or whetstones that offer a more hands-on experience. However, they require more skill and can take some time to master. Before you invest, Harper has advice.
A $12 two-sided stone from your local hardware store rather than hundreds of dollars worth of equipment. Because while it can be fun, it can also be kind of frustrating. It can take a very long time.
If you don't care about honing your sharpening skills, an electric countertop sharpener is a great option for serious at-home cooks.
CR says look for newer models that offer a flexible belt and a guide that helps keep your knife at the right angle. And Harper says an electric sharpener can be a good option for in-between professional sharpenings. For News 3 Now, this is Leah Lynchide.
Keep them sharp.
Yep. Thank you, Leah. Well, coming up tonight at 5, with the mask mandate ending in Dane County tomorrow, people are wondering, what am I supposed to do with my mask?
Our Gabby Becerra is live to tell us what the next steps are in the COVID ramp down. That's coming up at 5.
This last year with no live music has left a true void for fans, for musicians, and venues, just like Funk's Pub right here in Fitchburg. We've done a lot of segments lately on the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund, and now there's a new extension of that program, the Crescendo on Wisconsin campaign. Tell us about that, Roy.
Well, it's been a tough year for all Wisconsinites, but specifically the music industry. You know, a year ago, this entire industry shut down, and many of my friends, their revenue went to zero. This fund is designed to help musicians and people in the entertainment business, stagehands, artists, promoters, whoever needs a hand with their energy bills or their rents. They can call the number or click on the link and get help.
So as an artist, how important is it that there's people out there watching out and that have your back as far as the COW campaign?
It's super important. The work that Crescendo in Wisconsin is doing is it's allowing us the opportunity to, I guess, be more selective about what opportunities we take advantage of. We are getting gig offers, but some of them are not necessarily the best or safest opportunities for us, and we don't feel as compelled to have to take those opportunities to keep food on the table or to keep the lights on. So I think what they're doing is really important.
From Funk's Pub in Fitchburg, I'm Emmy Fink, and you're buzzed into Madison.
If your dry eye symptoms keep coming back, inflammation in your eye might be to blame.
Looks like a great day for achy, burning eyes.
Over-the-counter eye drops typically work by lubricating your eyes and may provide temporary relief.
Ha! These drops probably won't touch me.
Xiidra works differently, targeting inflammation that can cause dry eye disease.
What is that? Xiidra? No!
It can provide lasting relief.
Oh.
Xiidra is the only FDA-approved non-steroid treatment specifically for the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease. 1 drop in each eye, twice a day. Don't use if you're allergic to Xiidra. Common side effects include eye irritation, discomfort, or blurred vision when applied to the eye, and unusual taste sensation. Don't touch container tip to your eye or any surface. After using Xiidra, wait 15 minutes before reinserting contacts.
Got any room in your eye?
Talk to an eye doctor about twice daily Xiidra.
I'd prefer you didn't.
Xiidra. Not today, dry eye.
Well, my traffic map has picked up a little bit just in the last 30 minutes or so. Right now we're seeing delays along the Beltline, but I want to take a closer look at 39 and 90 southbound right now, actually just north of downtown. There is an accident on the southbound side. This is near exit 135, so the exit for 151 right here. That's causing some significant delays around that area. Again, southbound right now on 39. It's not extended further up, but it's something that we're going to keep an eye on. The northbound side seems to be going along smoothly. A few slowdown spots along the Beltline, especially as we get closer to the interstate. Heading eastbound right now, those speeds are down to about 20 to 30 miles per hour, and that merging, that on-ramp, of course, blocked right now, but then slowly picking up a little bit the further north that we go. For downtown Janesville, a lot of construction, a few roads closed for us, but traffic at least seems to be going smooth around the construction. From Janesville to the Beltline, 25 minutes, 16 minutes to get from Sauk City to Middleton, and some Prairie to downtown. 9 minutes this evening. That's a quick look at traffic.
All right, Dana, thank you. Deputies say a drunk guy picked the wrong house to break into in Milwaukee. 3 Montana deputies were staying at an Airbnb downtown. They say a drunk 19-year-old wandered in while they were sleeping. They found him sound asleep in a bed when they woke up. He ended up getting arrested. Of course, the deputies posted the whole thing to TikTok saying this guy broke into our one Airbnb downtown. The one Airbnb downtown loaded with cops. Whoops. All right, we'll be right back. Stay with us.
Some days, you just don't have it. Not my uncle, though. He's taking Trulicity for his type 2 diabetes. And now, he's really on his game.
Once weekly Trulicity lowers your A1C by helping your body release the insulin it's already making. Most people reached an A1C under 7%. Plus, Trulicity can lower your risk of cardiovascular events. It can also help you lose up to 10 pounds. Trulicity is for type 2 diabetes. It isn't for people with type 1 diabetes. It's not approved for use in children. Don't take Trulicity if you're allergic to it. You or your family have medullary thyroid cancer or have multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, changes in vision, or diabetic retinopathy. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis. Taking Trulicity with sulfonylurea or insulin raises low blood sugar risk. Side effects include nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea, which can lead to dehydration and may worsen kidney problems. Show your world what's truly inside. Ask your doctor about once weekly Trulicity.
I tried a laxative that's both gentle and fast.
Great tasting Dalgalac Soft Chews works naturally with the water in your body in as little as 30 minutes. Puts you comfortably in control. Dalgalac Soft Chews.
At Aspen Dental, today is the day to take back your smile. Why wait? We're your nights, weekends, and right now to give you exceptional care and 20% off your treatment plan. New patients take the first step with a complete exam and x-rays that are free without insurance. Because our nationwide network of over 1,500 doctors at 900 locations all have one goal: to make you smile today. Start now. Call 1-800-ASPEN-DENTAL or book online at aspendental.com.
Hey folks, Wednesday on News 3 Now this morning, what the end of the Dane County Public Health Order means for you and your favorite businesses.
And Chris Reese tracking a big warm-up on the way this week. We'll see you from 4:30 to 7 on News 3 Now this morning.
News 3 Now, your vaccine information headquarters, and SSM Health are hosting a second Vaccine Day, Thursday, June 3rd from 11 to 7 at Madison's Lunny Park and at News 3 Now Studios, sponsored by the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund.
Here's
us a live look right now at downtown Madison. We have sunny skies for us, a few clouds in the sky. As far as current conditions go, man, it feels really nice in the mid-70s, right where we should be, with a light breeze coming in the single digits and dew points in the 40s. Now, as we look ahead to tomorrow, we get to hold on to that sunshine. It's going to get a little more. I know the squirrels are cute. I'm a big fan. We're holding on to that sunshine. Very mild tomorrow. We'll be at about 79, close to 80 degrees for our afternoon highs.
Dana, thank you. Well, Dane County is poised to end all of its COVID restrictions starting tomorrow.
Anyone who is fully vaccinated will have the choice to wear a mask inside a public place, and capacity and gathering limits will also be lifted. But businesses can still choose to require masks.
Dr. Bill Hartman is the principal investigator of UW Health's AstraZeneca trial. We're having a little technical difficulties here, so we're going to ask a question. Producers are going to type the question in, and then doctor will answer the call. So what does the mandate ending in Dane County mean? Can we drop the masks?
If you're fully vaccinated, yes, absolutely. We can drop the masks, especially when you're around other people that are fully vaccinated, inside, outside. It's okay to drop the masks and try to get back to normal.
A lot of experts say don't rush to victory yet, but it appears that many people are acting now like this is over. What say you about that?
I do think that too many people are acting like this pandemic is over, and that is a concern. Only about 50% of the people in the U.S. have been fully vaccinated, but it does appear that more than 50% of people are walking around without their masks on. So we still have to be vigilant. We still have to be careful. We know that there are variants that are still creeping into our country, into our state. We have to be careful with those and keep our most vulnerable people protected as we go forward.
How can we convince those that don't want to be vaccinated to get the vaccine?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? It's hard to convince people who are very anti-vax that they're going to need vaccinations. But what we can do is the people who are hesitant because of fears of the vaccine, because they want to see how the vaccine plays out over time, we know that we can talk with them, we can reason with them, we can let them know the results of the effectiveness and the safety of these vaccines so that we can get them to get that shot in their arm and keep themselves protected and their families protected.
How are your young children doing after receiving their vaccines?
My kids are doing very well, thanks. Both Sam and Jack had 0 side effects after their first shot. Both of them played hockey the next day. They were good to go. They're just excited this week to get their second shot, and then in 2 weeks, kind of when their summer camps start up, they're going to be ready to play with their friends and really be kids again.
Be kids again. That is so important. Doctor, thanks for being with us today, and thanks for putting up with our technical difficulties.
Sorry about that. Thanks for your patience. Great to see you.
On the next Live Before, it's time to get behind the wheel with Harvey Briggs.
Also coming up tomorrow, we'll find out what he thinks of the 2021 Hyundai Elantra. It's a compact car with style and a lot of features. Look out, Honda and Toyota. That's coming up tomorrow on Live at 4.
They call this a
Get more enjoyment from your outdoor space with patio enclosures. Right now, get up to $6,500 off your sunroom. Plus, no interest if paid in full in 24 months. Call today. Patio enclosures.
About $99 prescription sunglasses. Wisconsin Vision. See more life.
Here at TSR, we turn old, cracked garage floors like this into beautiful, tough floors like this in just one day. Hi, I'm Joey with TSR Concrete Coatings, and we design high-quality, beautiful floors that can stand up to the toughest of applications. Our coatings are easily able to withstand heavy traffic, drop tools, and they're ridiculously easy to clean. We are dedicated to superior customer service, which doesn't just stop after the installation. We also provide you with an exclusive warranty on all of our floor coatings that gives you the peace of mind knowing that your stunning new floor is protected for life. Visit the website or call the number below for your new floor today.
Pain? Yeah. Here, aspirin cream with max strength lidocaine. Works fast and lasts. Keep it. You're gonna need it.
Kick pain in the aspirin cream. Habitat for Humanity of Dane County continues building and bringing stability to families through homeownership. As area families experience hardships, Habitat provides a pathway to financial security and independence. Strengthen our community. Support Habitat Dane County.
Get more enjoyment from your outdoor space with patio enclosures. Right now, get up to $6,500 off your sunroom. Plus, no interest if paid in full in 24 months. Call today. Patio enclosures.
In today's okay, go ahead.
Final touch. Harry Potter fans have a new place to visit in New York City.
The owners of the Harry Potter franchise and books and movies are betting tourism will make a big comeback soon in the Big Apple. They're set to open a Harry Potter-themed store in Manhattan. The two-level store features hundreds of Potter-themed items for sale and displays featuring real props from the movies. The store is meant to be an interactive experience with rooms dedicated to themes from the movies. More than 50 different types of wands are available to buy alongside the real wands held by the cast on screen. The store is scheduled to open this Sunday. Not a big Potter fan, are you?
Oh, I love it.
What?
Love it, yeah.
Trip to New York is an order.
Yeah.
All right, that's our time for now. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you back here again tomorrow. News 3 Now at 5 starts right now.
And right now, the rainbow flag is flying over the state capitol for Pride Month. We'll show you how local communities are supporting the LGBTQ+ community.
COVID vaccination efforts will wrap up at the Alliant Energy Center soon.
And COVID hospitalizations are at their lowest levels now in more than a year. We're looking at the road to recovery.
This is News 3 Now at 5.
Let's raise that rainbow flag and celebrate all the joy, resiliency, and diversity of LGBTQ Wisconsinites. Happy Pride Month, Wisconsin.
For the third year, the Rainbow Pride flag will fly over the state capitol to celebrate Pride Month. Governor Evers, local leaders and advocates gathered today to raise the flag. The governor also signed 2 executive orders into law. One directs the governor's cabinet to use gender-neutral language. Another prevents people from using state and federal funds for conversion therapy. A Wisconsin 7th grader says raising the flag represents unity.
It's a step towards accepting people. And, you know, it's one step, but, you know, the more steps we have, the more closer we are to being more accepting of each other and not tearing each other apart over silly things.
The U.S. state flag and the POW/MIA flag will continue to fly as well.
A local community is also showing its support for Pride Month. Jamie Perez takes us to the village of Wanakee, where they unanimously agreed to fly the Pride flag this month.
A visual reminder is more powerful than just words.
I greatly support flying the Pride flag on municipality buildings in Wanakee.
A unanimous vote at its May 17th meeting was the first for the village of Wanakee.